Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, a 2018 animated film from Sony Pictures, and tells the story of Miles Morales, who's been bitten by a radioactive spider, which leads him to becoming Spider-Man, but he comes across multiple other people that are also Spider-Man in different dimensions, and he's trying to figure out a way how to send them back while going up against the fearsome Kingpin. Now, I remember watching this film back in 2018. I was not really excited for it because when it was announced, it was during the time when The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a failure, and I felt like that they were just going to do an animated film to just cash grab in the Spider-Man brand. And then I saw the trailers, who is writing the film, and then I saw the actual movie itself, and my goodness, this movie impressed me a whole lot. And even to this day, still impresses me so much more. The animation at the time, I couldn't tell what was going to happen later on in Hollywood, because more films and shows are taking this style of mixing 3D and 2D animation, having it be more stylized, and just making any story they want with it. The prime example being Arcane. And this movie was basically the push that animation needed to try and do something unique. And it still looks just as beautiful today as it did back in 2018. It is not going to age at all as time goes on, I could tell. And I can't praise the animation enough. It looks spectacular, especially with the sort of cyberpunk kind of style mixed in with comic book Steve Ditko art that was very popular back in the late 1930s and 40s and 50s. That whole tone and style mixed very well together and just created something very unique for the character of Miles Morales, who I found in this film to be a really interesting character and someone who I really can't wait to see in more films afterwards. Just this whole journey to becoming Spider-Man, and how in ways it mirrors Peter Parker but also differs from him too, and just how he is struggling to use his newfound powers to try and help the people he cares about, while also trying to come to terms with him being Spider-Man. I found to be very engaging and just overall made the character just very unique and interesting to watch. Peter B. Parker is very funny and really interesting as a mentor figure. He's more of a downer kind of Spider-Man that lost his way, and through his teaching of Miles Morales and trying to take him on this journey of becoming Spider-Man, where he also learns to be a hero once again and to be there for the people he cares for the most, I found to be very engaging. Spider-Gwen as sort of a love interest for Miles Morales, but in this movie more of a best friend kind of character, I found very interesting to watch. And the little glimpses of her backstory that we get, I really want to see more so in the sequel, which I did got, because I found it all to be very engaging. And just overall, she is a fun character to watch, and Haley Steinfeld is really good as this character. All the other characters in the film, like the villains, also do a good job. They're very engaging, threatening, especially Kingpin and Dr. Octopus, or at least this version of Dr. Octopus, who's a female. They are all really fun villains, and Kingpin does have a really good backstory that doesn't make him as one-dimensional as maybe some other comic book characters or villains. He is layered, he has stakes, you understand what he wants, and he's willing to do what it takes to get what he wants. And I really found it to be a very interesting plot line for the character, though maybe not unique, but still made him someone to feel threatened by. And he does a lot of terrible things to our characters, especially Miles, which sets him on this path to try and stop him and fix everything. Just overall, I found the villains to be very engaging, Miles Morales' parents, especially his father, are all very fun to watch. How that connects to his personal life and his story of keeping the people he cared for the most alive. I found it all to be emotionally satisfactory. Overall, all the characters had a lot of care put into them, especially some of the side characters like Petty Parker, Spider-Pork, Spider-Ham as the movie calls him. I like to call him Spider-Pork. They all have different personalities that make them stand out and really fun to watch. Even if in terms of character, they are not as much of a standout as Peter B. Parker, Miles, or Gwen, they are still very fun to watch. And as a team of Spider people, I really enjoyed them all in this film and how they work together in the action sequences, which are all very energetic and very fun to watch. And it is not just help with the visuals, but with a really killer score and soundtrack as well. Like, this soundtrack is really incredible. You got Swally and I believe Post Malone's Sunflower in there. What's Up Danger? I'm Not Afraid of the Dark. Just overall, this soundtrack had a lot of great beats and just puts its songs in mostly the right places. I would say that the one with I think Ty Dolla $ign is a little bit out of place in my opinion, but that's like a small nitpick in an overall great movie. Overall, with great animation, great characters, a great story, fun villains, and an overall fun tone and style of animation, it's just the perfect kind of Spider-Man movie I want to see. That's very creative, very innovative, very fun to watch, and treats its characters with respect. And for that reason, I'm going to give Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse an A+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.